So I brought you guys the free-to-play version of this build, and this is going to be the pay-to-win version of this build. Keep in mind, even my most pay-to-win version is still not going to be like anything compared to what the whales can do with this build. If you are a whale, swap Chalmers out for XP, make sure that all the rest of your espers are fully skilled up, because mine are not. And let's get into it. So the build is centered around counterattacking and doing damage with Stewart and Ollie to get like extra hits in. So we want Asnath to be able to die during the middle of the boss phase and also at the end. We're going to use Witch to go ahead and give all of our espers all the damage stats they need. That's attack up, crit rate up, and speed up, which will be helpful. If you hate Chalmers, like I said, switch over to XP, switch over to Ophelia if you ever fully skilled up. I don't, but those are your options. You're going to want your counterattackers, that's going to be Ollie and Stewart, to have 100% crit rate, so that way they can counterattack even when they don't have Witch's buff up and still do damage. Oh yeah, if you get Resonance 2 and Tever, just build them all crit damage, and that's about it. So like any other pay-to-win version, we're going to look at our friends list and look at the world list and make sure we're beating everyone, because that's the most important thing. Let's see, yep, number 1, that checks out. Next up, we want to go ahead and blitz and make sure that we can get a 10 out of 10 run and make sure that we're always coming on top. And then we're going to choose the best run of it and showcase that one, because that's proper pay to win. Now remember, only the first 2 digits matter. So if you get like a 1-6, that's good. If you get a 1-2, that's terrible. We're trying to shoot for a 1-7, but you know, we're going to see what we can do. And there we go. So we got all 10, all EX++. So we choose the best one, and then we go through that, and that's our showcase. So we make sure Witch is fast enough to set up the buffs, and then we're going to have Asnath go afterwards. Remember, we want her to be saved by Ollie, so that's why we're delaying the protection she offers. Now Tever will go, force the turn, and then after that, Stewart will go and force the next turn. And when Stewart does his 3, that means that when he gets counterattacked here, he will counterattack, so it's like a double counterattack happening. And then from there we just do all of our damage. Like I said, if you invested heavily into your legendaries and got them fully skilled up, well, you're going to do even better than this. Now, Asnath should die here. Ollie's going to save her and counterattack for a ton of damage. Now the invulnerability buff falls off, and that ensures that she's going to die on the next rotation. Now the reason why we want Asnath to die is because we only get so many turns to do our damage for the boss that we don't want a healer taking one of those turns. And just a reminder, Ollie should save the person on the most left, which would be Chalmers in this case. He's going to counterattack and do a good amount of damage. And now all of our buffs are coming through. And this should be a ton of damage. If you get your Tever fully skilled up, your Ollie fully skilled up, I'm sure that you can probably break 1,000,000 damage in this stage. You know, if I had like the best relics, and I had every skill up, and I had XP, there's no reason why I can't break like 20 million on this, easy. I can only imagine what kind of scores you can get if you have a lot more resonance on these espers. But there you go. It's easy enough, you don't have to worry about anything, and you're easily going to beat probably most of your friends. Because at the end of the day, it's not about getting EX++ anymore. It's about getting the highest score and showing off that you can. I had a bit of fun making this video, and I hope that you enjoyed it too. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. But overall, just thank you for watching.